Hello everybody, this is Havoc, and welcome to MENACE. This is Overhyped Studios' upcoming game, which is coming out on February 5th, that takes turn-based tactical to the skies, to space, and beyond. I'm super excited to be able to play this for you guys today, because I have very much been looking forward to all the expanded options that we get to do beyond the demo. If you were on the channel any period of time of late, you'll know that I played MENACE relatively heavily for the demo, and the full game expands that with a strategic layer, with ship upgrades, with a lot of squad leader hiring and the black market access. There is so much more in the full game that goes beyond the demo, and I am very thankful that I get to show this to you today. Now, there's a couple of things I want to get out of the way first and foremost. If you enjoy this channel, if you are happy to see me back after a little bit of a hiatus, be sure to let me know by giving the video a like, subscribing, and of course, leaving your comments in the comment section down below. But second, I am affiliated with Hooded Horse, who is the publisher of MENACE. In no way, shape, or form am I being sponsored or demanded or required to cover this game. I simply have such a deep passion for it and the mechanics therein that I am going to play it of my own volition. And if you want to know a little more about that, there's a video in the description you can check out there. We are going to start a new game of MENACE, so let's dive right on in. We are going to do on challenging. Now, challenging is very challenging. It is going to be punishing. I am going to lose a lot of people. I'm going to get very frustrated, but that is part of the game. I feel like challenging is a really good standard layer if you're familiar with Battle Brothers and the brutality of that. That same brutality will be here. If I make a mistake, if I get too adventurous, if I move too quick because I'm in that YouTuber mode, I'm going to get punished for it. And that's okay. It sucks. It really sucks. And it may mean an earlier run gets messed up, I guess you could say. So it's worth it because, again, challenging is going to be very challenging, just as a heads up. Let's go ahead and start the game. All right, so the first thing that's different is we actually get to choose our squad leaders. We get to choose 4 squad leaders, and we can see here that there are a whole slew of different people that we can choose from. Now, admittedly, I've played this game a lot in preparation for the release, and then, of course, with creator access, so I kind of have a good idea on who I want to do. And one of the things that I highly suggest is that you go with at least one vehicle. You're gonna want, let me rephrase that. You're going to want one vehicle and then 3 infantry squads. We can hire more squads in the future. We'll hopefully get into that, if not in this episode, in the next episode. But just want a mindset here. You do want a what they're called pilots. You want a pilot indicated by the vehicle icon, and then you want 3 infantry squads. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna roll Rewa. I can't say her name. It's we're gonna call her Renu, because of course she's just so good in general, and she is hilarious. And so I really want to choose her, so we're going to select her. You can see here some of the base things that have changed quite a bit from the demo. And if you want to go into the dev diaries, I believe it's one of the last dev diaries that the developers did before release, but it shows what all of these do. And I will say this, your attributes directly contribute to your stats. And so weapon skill will increase your accuracy, high valor increases your discipline, things of that nature. Your precision, obviously critical chance. And then of course we have all the different promotion things that we can do here once we are able to actually hire them and get promotion points. These are their different perks. So the next one I want to get is Carta. And the reason why I like Marta Carta is because she has a really interesting perk here. And the perk here is going to be out of the craters. She starts every mission with minus 15% accuracy and discipline, but gains a stacking bonus of 5% to both stats to a maximum of 8 rounds. So that means she starts at minus 15, but by the end of that, she actually will end up having plus 35% accuracy and discipline. So she really isn't all that great at the beginning, but she continues to improve every single mission. And we'd have to look at it a little more intensely, but she does have some really great perks that feeds into that even further. One of those being Steady Gun, which means she gets 25% accuracy and line of sight when stationary for at least 1 turn. So if she's chilling for a turn at, say, the very end of those, like turn 9 or something like that, then she actually will get, what is that, a 60% accuracy rating, which is insane. And I think there's even stuff that leads into that even more. Yeah, high spirits, 5% to accuracy and defense, plus 15% to suppression reduction, Combine that suppression reduction with the fact that when she's suppressed and stubborn, it removes the minus 38 action points. That is massive. So she is actually very, very underrated. And initially people are gonna be like, oh, Out of the Crater sucks, I don't want her, but I highly recommend you do. The next we're gonna do is we're gonna do Pike. Pike's just a badass. He is just a really good soldier overall. He has the ability to lend 40 AP to a friendly unit, even when it's the end of their turn. So you get to Pike, he is either out of ammo or he's just not in the fight. He can actually throw 40 AP at, say, Marta, at the end of her turn, and she will actually be able to go again and do another action. So always recommend him, and he just has some really, really solid perks that I highly recommend you do, including Fortify, which gives +1 cover level just instantly anywhere he goes. We do have one more, and I'm torn between Darby and Lim. Lim is great because he has a 30% discount to promotions, which means he has the ability to level up very quickly. Combine that with a run and gun, where after moving, his attack is actually reduced by 10 AP, is really great. He can throw grenades back to people. What's another one? 15% accuracy when not deployed or pinned down. He has a lot of really, really solid perks. Gain 30 AP after killing an enemy unit, things of that nature. But Darby over here, she disables the special attack of a unit for 1 turn, which is also equally as good in many different ways. When enemies are destroyed by this squad leader, it drops a refill for a special weapon that's going to be like a sniper rifle or things of that nature. The silhouette, 3% defensive bonus for each tile between an actively attacking enemy. Like, that's all really, really good stuff. She's going to be really good for a long range. Admittedly, long range is a little overpowered right now in general, but still. We're going to go with Darby over Lim, and those are our 4 people. Now, this isn't necessarily new, per se. Maybe, actually, I guess you didn't get to choose in the demo. So what we have here is the operation layer, or the system map, rather. And this gives us an overview of the different operations that we can engage in. And we're going to obviously only have this alien infestation, also a new enemy type. But before we get into that, we've got to take a look at everything else real quick. Right now, this is the TCRN impetus. It's damaged, it's almost destroyed, and we have a whole lot of modules here that we can eventually utilize. Electronics will give us things like intelligence, which will allow us to have more options on the battlefield, or at least be able to deploy and know where things are. Armaments give us those on-map or off-map abilities. And then the hulls, man, they do all sorts of things, from give us manpower each mission to recover squad mates. 2 squad mates revive per mission, that's huge. A repair bay, which restores vehicles in between missions, things of that nature. Really, really solid. We have a black market. We can't really do anything with this right now, but this gives us a whole slew of options, and eventually we'll be able to get really cool, unique items, like I want this range K-Pack, sure, or the twin M6 heavy machine gun. Yes, please and thank you, but they are very expensive. And then lastly, we can hire people if we have dossiers, and those are, or dossiers, and those are found here. So we'll be able to literally purchase squad leaders to be able to use in the future, because our current ones will get tired. But for now, we're going to go into here. We don't have anything special. We start with jack crap. We can give us some magazine pouches. Those magazine pouches are going to give us weapon use increase, so we definitely want to do that for all 3 of them. Renew, we need to upgrade you. She doesn't have any accessories. And what we're going to do here, we have a limited number of squaddies. We only have 32 total. So if we were to give everyone squaddies, we would only have a very small handful left. I believe that would be 8 left. So if we lose 8, we're SOL. We're just going to have to deal with it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to head to the system map, and we're going to do this. Now, one of the cool things also is that on completing an operation, we'll be able to get a faction trust increase to any of the 3 factions that have contracted out the operation. And what's going to happen here is that once we hit certain trust levels, we'll be able to unlock new OCI upgrades that go beyond the standard TCRN upgrades. So for instance, I do know for a fact that there is a OCI electronics upgrade that provides 3 intelligence. Now it costs a lot of parts, and we'll get those parts when we'll get those parts from operations and stuff. But anyways, what we're going to do now is we're going to head there. Local wildlife has grown into a serious infestation. Head down to the planet and smoke them out, but be warned, biosensors show large swarms roaming the surface. Was beginning to worry you found something new to play with, Marine. Hurry along now, we've business to attend to. So this is an ice planet. We are going to have a snow biome, and we are going to work with this interesting lady, Frankie Celestio. It's probably an Italian mob lord. Anyways, let's get right on into it. So just like in the demo, we have an operation that pulls from a range of missions to hopefully make sure that we don't have repeating missions. It's not always going to happen. That needs balancing. This is an early access game. But what we're going to do here is we're going to choose between clearing a landing zone, which will give us 10% promotion points for the rest of the operation, or we can reclaim a settlement, which gains 15% more OCI points for the operation. That's those things that we need to do to upgrade our ship. If I do that, I'm limited to a biological sampling, increases the damage against aliens by 15%, or I can still go here, gain 2 hunter squads for the final mission, which is just contaminating brood pools. So I think regardless, we're going to be in a healthy spot, whether we get more promotion points or whether we get more OCI upgrades. Clearing the landing zone is a simple wipe out 70% of all aliens. This requires us to reclaim a settlement. Now there are secondary missions, complete within certain rounds, recover lost cargo, don't lose a vehicle or a squad, kill the bombardier. I think we're going to roll with reclaim the settlement. We still get to destroy the enemy structures, still have 10 to 14 rounds in order to reach those secondary objectives. But we can complete more of these secondary things than we can for here, because who the heck knows where the bombardier will come. So we're going to reclaim the settlement. We have 630 supply points, and it is a 1 difficulty, but we won't worry about that. Now, one thing we've noticed, one, it's daytime, weather is clear, which is good, but we are over our supply limit. And we can do various things. What we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to reduce the number of people we bring into the battle. We're going to have to limit to 6, which really sucks. But to be quite frank, the aliens aren't too terribly difficult, so I'm not worried about them at all. So of course, just like in the demo, we're going to have a limited deployment zone for the time being. We're going to need to capture this, and we're going to have a handful of unknown things because our intelligence level is 0. Nothing else we can do. We are just under the supply limit. The supply factor has gone away through an update in the demo, actually. But there's a lot of other cool things that have changed since the demo. So let's just dive right on in, and we'll see how the mission goes. Sweet. Okay, so we need to reclaim the settlement by being inside of this blue zone for however many number of turns. If 1 unit is in there, it's 1 point, 2 units is 2. We have 10 rounds to do it in. We have a ways to go, so we are going to slowly but steadily creep forward. Now, one of the cool things is we have a setting, just like in the demo, where if we detect any alien life while we're moving, it automatically stops. So that's very helpful. We don't have to worry about stumbling upon someone. So in these initial moves, we can move just a little bit forward, not really have a concern, and we will be okay. Now, the same turn-based elements are still in the game. We take a turn with 1 squad, they take a turn with the alien wildlife, and we move back and forth until we run out of squads, and they will then just move the rest of their squads, as you're about to see. Very, very quick when we don't have line of sight. It's when we start moving out of the straight open areas that we want to be a little more cautious and a little more mindful of our points. So it takes 40 action points to use suppressive fire. She has 100. So what we're going to do is we are going to move all the way, utilize 60 action points. There we go. So you see it automatically stops. We are going to head over here, waiting for that tooltip to pop up. Okay, cool. So right now we have low accuracy, full armor penetration, and that's because if we looked over here, we can see that we are best at 4 tiles away for the highest accuracy. So we're going to try and sneak a little bit closer. That would actually be not good. We're going to move. We'll move right there. That gives us our 40 action points. Wow, okay, there's another one. All right, well, it's still low accuracy, And to be quite frank, these guys aren't terribly difficult to deal with. So we are going to move up even more. We still have a low, okay. But at least that's a little bit higher. So we're going to go ahead and rocket. Awesome. So they are wavering, which means they will probably flee. That's a really good start for us. And it's going to help go towards destroying 70% of the enemies, which is just 5 units. A little bit of quality life update as well, because beforehand, we didn't know how many 70% was. So being able to see that it's 0 out of 5 would be really good. All right, no problems there. We're going to go ahead and move up. All right, they've run away, which is great. Now, this, what is this? This is just the standard infantry weapon, the SPC. It's just like Renew's weapon. It's going to be ideal at 4 units away. But it does have a higher range. Now, one of the things we can do, moving always costs 18 because it costs 3 per soldier, or 2 AP per soldier, and we have 6 of them. There we go. That good accuracy is going to be what I want. Now, these guys, these alien spiderlings, they can come at you and they attack you physically. So we definitely want to make sure that we keep them from doing so.
Contact.
Brilliant. All right. That works for me. We are going to continue hounding these guys. I am going to move up enough to get me well within range of these, knowing that they're a little juicier. Oh, I was hoping that we would have done just a little more damage. See, look, we've definitely already messed up Aaron. And then Marta, excuse me, she actually has a much less, significantly less, 85 action points versus 100. It goes a long ways. So because of that, I did mess up and I moved her too soon, and so she can't really attack. And then we have Renew. Renew is going to move up. Should I take out... I should go ahead and just take out these guys. Sweet. We can actually see that in between turns, we've had more enemies pop up, which is a delight. I love it. We're going to continue hounding away on these dragonflies. There we go. That's what I need to see. They are running away. Let me go ahead and just continue harping on these dudes.
Contact.
Well, they were supposed to run away, and they didn't. We're going to continue moving up 1. Actually, we aren't going to move her up 1 because of her limited AP. There we go. Let's see if we can't go ahead and knock this guy out. No. All right. That's okay. But they actually ran away. So there we go. They dissolve. That's one of the perks of fighting aliens, is that when they run off, they literally run off and die. They just kind of give up on life. So that works for me. Nothing else here. So we are just going to creep up. Oh, that's a big boy.
Let's do this.
Blaster bugs are indeed a blast, but they are absolutely terrifying in the same vein. Alright, so we know that blaster bug is there. Although the line of sight is blocked because her vision is terrible. Or her detection, rather, is just absolutely awful. One of the other things, if you'll notice that this guy is capturing, that's by the red flag there. And so if we want to negate that, we have to actually have him flee, basically. But we're not going to worry about that at the moment. I want to get out of range of that bug and still be able to hit people up.
Good job.
Good job, Renew. Just bloody well done.
Sir.
Orders?
And then... this makes sense. I really don't want to flank without knowing where that boyo is.
Sights are sharp.
Not bad. Not great. I'm going to go ahead and move a little bit closer. Hey, there's that other dude. Alright, so we know where he is, and that's fine. I need to get within range and still hit this guy. Thanks to his buddy over here, he actually is
What?
has no cover now whatsoever. And this is one of my favorite things to do, is to plow through infantry units. But what I am going to do is I am going to go ahead and just blindly shoot into here. Knowing it probably didn't do much. And then I would rather get a side hit like this, sweet mercy.
Orders?
Then, yeah, we didn't do jack stinking squat. Because I clicked the wrong one. They moved afterwards. Okay, cool. Well, we can see here that our SPC isn't going to do a lot of damage because they have quite a bit of armor left. But we do have good accuracy and medium armor penetration. So yeah, that's going to be really tough to get through. And it is going to require like everybody to buck up and do their own thing. Let's go here for line of sight. Medium accuracy and medium armor penetration. Let's see what it does. Okay, nothing great. Alright, so we can see here, now we're at 25 accuracy and discipline. This is why I like her. But she still can't, she's not within range of anything. So, oh no, Renu. Renu is wavering, so we can't use her this turn, which really, really sucks. I'm going to try and hope and pray that this gets them to at least wavering.
Stay on him, 103rd.
It doesn't. Good grief.
Compromised. Relocating now.
Engaged.
Gee, this blaster bug just soaks up so much damage. Good grief.
Here we go.
We just didn't do jack squat. We gotta save Renu. Let's go ahead. I think we can probably end up killing. There we go. Sweet mercy.
Keep it up, Marine.
I hear you.
All right, let's take out the fire. You're just gonna hang back. I don't know. We actually may have killed everyone.
Sir.
And now is when I think we just complete our mission. Unfortunately, we aren't going to complete it in 10 rounds. That's pretty standard. It's pretty daggum difficult. Oh, sweet, another freaking blaster bug. We are within the zone if we stay in cover here.
Yeah.
Sir. Get to cover.
I hear you.
Let's get
Yeah.
her moved around and hope
Not again.
that there's no one else. Yeah, I know she's hurting real bad. Not again, please no.
Sir?
I want to stay not detected. So we're gonna crouch.
Sir.
And we're just gonna end turn spam. Yep, so we failed that mission, that's fine.
Let's do this.
It sucks. Alright, cool.
Sir.
Let's do this.
We should. There we go. Awesome. So we did it. We did it. Renu is hurting bad. She is very, very, very injured. So that's not good, but we did complete the mission, so let's leave it. And this is the new system that pops up. It's much different than the last one, or at least the previous one in the demo, and it does a lot. So we can see here we failed this mission, but we completed 4 out of the 5 of the other ones. And as such, we gain 15% more OCI points for the entire operation. We get 20 promotion points for getting a successful mission, getting the secondary objectives, and then the difficulty modifier. And then, of course, we get things like xenoglands and chitin plates and razor claws, which allow us to use them in the black market, which is exactly what we're going to do. And then we have our squad breakdown, which gives all sorts of range of things like damage taken, damage received, or given, and damage received, all sorts of different things. Renu Got a kill count of 3, which is amazing. Unfortunately, she is down to very, very low health. And we did lose bait, and but we did rescue Paul. So we're not completely out of the woods with Pike in that regard. Cool. So we got 20 promotion points, but let's get to the black market because I really want to get 2 guns, if I can. I think I can only get 1. So the crowbar, it is hands down the best weapon in the game. Just overall, it has fantastic range, great armor penetration. The hit point damage and armor damage are great suppression. It is going to be one of the top tier weapons. Can I? Oh, sweet, I can buy 2 of them. Sweet mercy, this is a good day. So we're going to do that because it is one of the best investments you can have ever. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to take her out of the fight. I cannot risk her getting wrecked. And so hopefully we'll be able to do stuff for her in the future. But for now, that means I do have a lot more range to work with this. And we can level up someone. So if we go over to Marta, for instance, we get 10, oh, why can I not think of accuracy? Good grief. Each consecutive attack to the same target, -2 AP cost. Actually, that's really, really helpful for us. And then minus 50% AP cost. We're going to do that because she only has 85 action points. So reducing that cost to -2 AP points cost per tile is massive. We could potentially move, 2 or 3 tiles before we have to shoot. And that's really, really great. We're taking her out. Reduce the vehicle action points by 20. Yeah, she's just not in a good spot. So we are going to leave her out of the battle. Now we can protect the settlement, which will give us 2 hunter squads. Or we can do this, which gives increased damage to all weapons against aliens by 15%. I think for the contaminate brood pools, I'd like to have more. This is an actually pretty simple one. We're going to go here. Hostile entities from entering the target zone for 8 rounds. If too many enter for too long, the mission will fail. So we just need to not destroy structures, destroy the bombardier, and keep control above either 80% or 40%. So we're definitely going to do that today. All right, cool. So alien infestation, daytime, day, light snowfall. That's nice. What we're going to do here, we're going to give Marta and what does this lead to? They actually have the same amounts of vision detection. He has more hit points. She has a higher accuracy. So we're going to give her the crowbar and we're going to give Marta the crowbar. Now, again, we remove her because she can't do anything right now. I do not want to risk her dying. And we're going to go ahead. Yeah, this is actually a really good movement points. And we're going to get in some more defensible positions that give us just some good line of sight. That's actually great.
Let's do this.
Armor, protection, cover.
Take that out right now.
Okay, alien spiderling. A young alien warrior isn't fantastic to have, but we are going to go ahead and take him out. Now, the alien warriors themselves are much more armored, but she has good accuracy just as a perk itself, but also full armor penetration, so this is going to be the best choice.
On target.
Let's just go ahead and take them out. Brilliant. And I am going to go ahead and deploy. I should have done that beforehand. Defensible formation. There we go.
Sir?
I cannot see this.
Sir,
I cannot see him there. We are just going to riskily take on that. You know what? I think we're actually going to retreat. Yeah, we're going to retreat back here.
hostile Xeno!
Because this is the area we're trying to protect. So I definitely want to make sure we do that. Yeah, we're going to go with the spiderling first. Not bad. And then we're going to get another young alien warrior in the side.
Sights are sharp.
Didn't do much damage as I wanted to. Civilians are going to move, and then hopefully they don't actually hit Pike.
Sir?
Poor accuracy. Come on. And I can't see there. Of course not. This spray may actually be good. Greatly increases repetitions to 6, but reduces range and accuracy. It's actually still better if we use her here with these singular shots than if we do a spray and pray. But at the same time, there's so many more elements that get hit. You know what? That's not necessarily the elements that we care about. We do care about hit point damage and armor damage. Let's go for it. Didn't do what I wanted it to. That's fine. That's super duper fun. For the time... No, I have to take that thing out. Let's go... These guys first. Brilliant. These guys are wavering. And now they're fleeing. Cool. So it actually doesn't contribute to our overall capture rate. He just destroyed cover just like it was nothing. And that's that bombardier, which we can see by the eliminate thing. I do wish they would take that off. I think that's a quality of life that they're going to end up doing. Can I hit you? Yes, I can. But at the same time, those stingers... This actually looks like it would be really good. Low accuracy, poor accuracy. Let's do it. Brilliant. Okay, that actually works really, really well. Please don't hit Pike. Okay, cool. That works in our favor because they actually moved closer, which means Darby's going to be really, really good against this guy. And you can see the difference that this crowbar makes. We did nothing that last mission to that blaster bug. And here we go with 2 shots, almost kill it. So, definitely worthwhile. They're going to go after Pike. Cool. Next to no damage. I like that. They are still fleeing. I almost want to really actually just take them out, though. We're going to continue going after this blaster bug. Sweet. Okay. That's actually really, really handy for us. And we're going to go ahead and squat for sure. Or deploy, whatever it's called. Okay. We have the bombardier. The bombardier is terrifying. Unfortunately, I do need to keep her where she is. This is difficult. I'm going to have to pull back. We're going to lose the 80% anyways. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Let's just move all the way back.
Sir.
Orders?
Let's get Darby. She can hit both of these, actually.
Stay on him, 103rd.
They're wavering, but they're still here, so we're going to hit them again and either destroy them
Keep them landing.
or... Oh, I wish they would have fleed. They didn't flee. We still get good accuracy here because it's that smaller weapon. There we go. I'm fine with that. It's unfortunate. Oh, man, they did attack, didn't they? And as we can see, that bombardier is just taking out everything it can. Okay, we are actually going to go ahead and continue hitting this guy. Okay, that works for me. Well done. And then we can only hit this dragonfly, which still did a great deal of damage, so I'm okay with that. Too far away to do much to us. Alright, and then I need Darby to move all the way up. We still have to try and kill the bombardier. I would really like to try and kill the bombardier. That would bring me much joy. And if he's right there and attacking that, we should be safe. Right here.
Eyes on.
Alright, so we failed that. But we do need to keep it under 40%. No, We're just going to kill them. For every unit we kill, we get loot, by the way. So we definitely want to continue to kill them
Sir?
instead of having them flee. That is the
Orders?
preferable way to do this.
Sir?
She has
Orders?
poor accuracy. I don't think we're going to get to the bombardier. Although one of the really cool things is that we can actually, like, actively pursue it after the mission is complete and still, like, take out that objective. Oh, crap. We literally just lost 3 people. Oh, crap. Let's do that. So technically, this is the last round. I'd really like to... Are we within range? We are within range. We're going to move her... Admittedly, like, we can move her outside, and she could... All it's got to do is move up 1.
Moving to waypoint.
Miss! Okay, cool. Miss again. You didn't miss. I told you to miss. But they are out of that deeper cover, so we should be able to take it out.
Engaging.
Son of a biscuit.
Here we go. Friendly.
Oh, I forgot that that's another thing
40 KIA.
that happens is that acid remains there. Cool.
You are a Xeno exterminator.
Yep, purge the Xeno, 100%. Alright, so we've actually lost quite a few people.
Charlie Mike to pick up. We're done here.
We're not done, actually, dude. I really need her to die for it to die. Cool. Now we can leave the mission. Sweet. So we failed to keep it over 80%, that's fine, but we did get a lot more promotion points. And then we also got a ton of supplies, which is good. And then that just leaves the last 2 hunter mission for the time being. Sweet, we got determined, which increases discipline by 15% for the next 5. Killed 7 guys with that basic thing. Unfortunately, we only got Augur, but we did lose Smelly, Volk, Dan, Paul, Banjo, Norris, Iron Lady, Tyson, and Leeton. That is going to affect us quite a bit. The thing is, can I... No, I can't even afford that. That really sucks. But what I think I can do is I could either get some armor for 120, or I could equip... How much is this total? 170, dang it. I'm torn between giving guys armor or getting Pike his... We could do one of each. She's still not leveled up yet, so we're not going to worry about her. Neither of these are vulnerable. They will flee instantly instead of being wavering first. So we're going to go ahead and give her the armor, which does give her an extra slot, but we don't have anything for it. And then we don't have all that many left. We can't even technically equip everyone. And we'll see that by going here, and we can see we have no squaddies left. But we can't give him the K-Pack, which is fine. Darby, or not Darby, Marta, we're going to give that to you. We're actually going to give Pike the additional. And then we're also going to give +2 range and +1 detection. That's going to be super, super critical. All right, we are not going to do our contaminate brood pools because, well, we are out of time for the episode. No, we're going to do an entire operation. That's fine. I'm really invested in this right now. So, contaminate brood pools. We are going to be able to employ everyone outside of Renew, but at least we'll have 2 extra hunters to work with. Situation is becoming critical. We need to take action. Fortunately, found a way to exterminate the pests for a long time. A chemical agent specifically synthesized for this purpose will be delivered to the central breeding pools. So we need to contaminate both pools, get all units to the evac zone, complete it within 12 rounds, and find and rescue lost workers. Let's go ahead and get into it. Everyone is good here. We still have plenty of stuff. Yeah, oh, it sucks we can only do 1 armor. Let's make sure. Yeah, we're only at 50. Okay, I knew it. So, sabotage. We're keeping everyone together, even if it means taking extra turns, because I just don't want to lose people. And so if we do everything together as a family, we will be in a good space. Nothing else here. We've upgraded everyone we can. We've done all the things we can do. So let's go ahead and start this last mission. All right, and then as you can see, we do have some hunters, and they do have some sniper rifles. And that's going to be really important because we have a blaster button right here. So we're going to deploy, and we're just gonna do it. Oh, and they missed. We have excellent accuracy and full armor penetration. You can't be missing at a stage like this. Especially when it wrecks Marta. She will flee. You don't understand. She cannot handle that today.
On target.
Not a super great way to start. There is another blaster bug. Are you for real right now? We're just gonna hit both of them.
Sir.
Although if we concentrate on one, we can like guaranteed.
Hostiles flee.
Sweet, they're fleeing. So we're definitely gonna not waste our time on that guy at the moment. And we're gonna move up just a smidge. Sweet. Please kill it. Please just kill it. Dang it.
Sir.
All right, well, we are going to kill them both this time. Because again, I don't think we get loot if they flee. Because they technically die. So we definitely want to get as much loot as possible.
Hustle 103rd.
We also don't have anything about killing guys. So it is purely for the pleasure of killing people. Or killing Xenos. And getting loot drops. So we don't need to worry necessarily about killing every single one of them. I know I literally just said we need to kill them. But you know what I mean. Let's go. I'd rather just move them up, to be honest.
Orders.
Because we actually do have to make progress. Sweet.
Hoorah, Marie. Eyes open. Oscar right.
Let's scout ahead a bit. Actually, we need to have Pike scouting ahead. Because he is the one that has more of all the things that we need to detect sort of things.
Sir.
So we are going to switch to Pike moving ahead. And then utilizing that optimal range. Darby's not going to have a good range for something up that close. So that's why we're doing it that way. And now Darby can come in and get that good range motion in.
Stay on him, 103rd.
Sweet. And get our two hunters up. Do they have good... They have good vision, but not good detection. These are young alien warriors. They do melee combat. So we're going to... can I hit them from here? Yes, I can. Doesn't do a terrible amount of damage, but I guess it's better than nothing. And if I can snipe these dudes... Oh, no. I didn't mean to do... I did mean to deploy. I didn't realize it was going to be that detrimental.
Do this.
Okay, cool. Yep.
On target.
And that crowbar is just a mad lad of a weapon.
That's it, Marie.
All right, we are going to deploy and knock out this dude. It's fine if he hits those hunters. We don't need to worry about it. I do just kind of wish that they would like actually hit and do a ton of damage. But it is what it is.
Sir?
Can't hit him. I need 45 left, or 40 in order to use this. Sweet, that works for me.
Contact.
Roger. Let's
And we
do
are
this.
just going to kind of blindly move everyone up. Because I do think we have a decent shot at either making this dude flee. There we go,
scattering.
perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen.
Eyes open.
We're going to move Darby and get her into this space because we need to sabotage. Now, the thing is about sabotaging is that it requires 60 action points. So we're actually not going to be able to use them, use her immediately for it.
On task. Hostile Xeno.
Those hostile Xenos can't do anything. Sweet. Brooding Pool 1 is done, and we can hit that spiderling. You really just, like, crossed that thing a bit quickly, didn't you? There we go. I'm wondering... Okay, the workers are going to be right there.
Proceeding.
And now it's just kind of moving across the map. We do have to evacuate, too. Dadgummit. I don't think we're going to be able to do this in 12 turns. Unless we have quite literally, like, killed all of the Xenos. Which is very possible.
Sir?
Sir.
We are going to split
On
up.
task.
Okay, cool.
Hostile Xeno.
We do need to rescue the workers, and so I am going to split off.
Bounding. Bugs here.
Okay, there are a few bugs. Please don't kill anyone. And yeah, we're going to split up this way. Oh, sweet mercy. We should just be able to wipe. Yeah, we should just wipe them out right there. And then we'll move forward. Okay, and then we are going to split up even further, and we're going to come back over here and reinforce. We can hit both, so we're going to try and hopefully
Keep 'em landing.
not do hardly any damage. I'm going to focus on these guys instead.
Contact.
Sweet, they're fleeing. That's good. Deploy, so we are kind of in a little more cover, so these dragonflies can't do much to us. And then I really got to head over there. Sweet mercy.
Listen up.
I'm going to choose to go over there instead. These are single, smaller entities, so they actually should benefit more against sniper power. They are gone. Can I reach? I cannot. I still can't reach there. I would rather these hunters get wrecked than anyone else.
Sir. Move out.
And look at this. Bada bing, bada boom. We've sabotaged everything. We still need to get the workers out.
Hey, don't get hit.
And then we need to evac everyone.
Sir? Bounding.
Sweet. We've rescued the workers. And now we can start the evac process. You're okay. That didn't do much.
Contacts, Major.
I know. I am well aware of the situation. Alright, cool. So that pretty much wipes out all the bugs in this area. And we can start the evacuation process. We missed our 12 turns. We have a bro that just got wrecked by some bugs.
Stay safe.
But overall, we're good. Like we're actually pretty daggum good. I think we're going to be able to get everyone out without any issues. Yes, we definitely want to utilize her.
Good job. Thanks.
Everyone should be able to get in, and the mission should be accomplished.
Let's do this.
Sweet
Major, you're
mercy.
doing a fine job.
All right, 12 missions. We got it in 14. That's not terrible. We still got 4 out of 5, like every single mission, so I'm okay with that. And we got a lot of promotional points on top of a good handful of things like chitin plates and stuff for the black market. Overall, not bad at all. We now have euphoric, which means 10% accuracy, discipline, morale, and damage reduction. She's still disheartened for 4 more missions rather, but that's okay. She got 2 kills. Overall, really solid way to finish out the operation. And now as a result, we got 4 out of 5. We got a lot of components. We got authority, which authority is going to be used to increase our discipline on the battlefield at higher levels. excuse me, and then also be able to hire those squad leaders. And so I could get a mech jetpack, which is a walker jetpack, propel the walker up to 7 tiles, not very reliable, only has a trade value of 25. Or I could get rend ammo, which increases damage and armor damage at the reduction of penetration. Only 1 ammo accessory can be equipped, only applies to projectile-based squad weapons. Increases damage by 2 and armor, yeah. So let's go ahead and go with that one, I like that.
With the locals, are we? I am sure your secretary will advise you otherwise. But take it from me. Be careful who you help out there, General Crozier. Sorry. Major, whoever you are. End of line.
All right. That was Field Marshal Zama. He is going to be kind of a crucial element into here.
Major, we are not welcome in the way back. However, the Impetus is easily the fastest ship in the system. We have no political allegiances, and our Marines are an elite fighting force. Whether they like us or not, a faction refusing our assistance leaves them with the possibility that a more cooperative competitor might grow stronger. In time, all of these factions will be asking us for help lest they want to be left in the dust.
Thank you,
As
Hayflick.
for Field Marshal Zama, do we need an intelligence report for someone who speaks to us so unintelligently? Let us resume the mission, Major, and let our results speak for themselves.
Agreed. Okay, cool. So we got 14 trust with Dice of the Gods, our local faction that we are working with on that operation. We have 93 OCI components. And what we could do is we could get our repair bay. Medical bay costs, oh man. I'm glad we went with the OCI components, but we're just 7 short. Because that would be 2 squad mates revived per mission with a 30% chance to revive each subsequent casualty. That could be very, very helpful for us. The repair bay is great. Restores 30% vehicle HP and removes 1 defect between missions. Speaking of, okay, she's at full health again. Great. Or we could simply go with a sensor. I really want the med bay, but it's only partially working. I really would like to. And then 2 manpower for each completed mission. That would offset kind of what we've been dealing with. There's a lot of things to consider here. I think we should probably go with a vehicle repair bay. So we are going to spend it on that. And the only reason is because we can get more firepower now. Okay, we can't. And I want to keep that accessory for me, and I couldn't have bought that anyways. But this small recruitment effort gets 5 squaddies. So that would be really, really good. I would really, really enjoy that. But I can't. Yep, we are just stuck on no squaddies available for us. But ladies and gentlemen, that is kind of an overview of what missions and operations are going to look like. We were able to accomplish an entire operation inside of a single video, which is really impressive for myself, honestly, to be able to walk through it. And now we have more operations open to us across different maps. And we can pick and choose where we want to go next. So we can counter the insurgency over here on an ice planet again. We can thwart an invasion of the pirates on a desert planet, or we can thwart an invasion on a temperate planet. I'm going to let you guys decide. So if you would be so kind, let me know what operation you would prefer me to go on, and we could start working on it for sure. I am going to go ahead and give Marta this rend ammo, so that way she can start working well. Darby, I really need you to be a better scout, so we could start working on you a little better. Let's go ahead and use our roadkill, which makes the run over attacks do double damage and hit more elements. So that's going to be very helpful for us. We have a very solid squad already, a little low on manpower, but we'll be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. We are going to go through a handful of more missions, of course, a handful more operations, depending on the popularity. So be sure to let me know if that's what you want to see or what you want to see by giving a comment down below. And of course, liking the video shows me that you enjoyed the entertainment that I provided for you. So that is also great. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Menace is set to release on February 5th, which is not too far away now. And I hope that you are as excited for it as I am. Thanks for watching. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next one.